You wake up in the morning and feel as if you are living someone else's life. You look in the mirror and see a familiar face, but the soul behind it seems strange, distant, as if suspended in a place you can't reach. You ask yourself, why don't I feel alive? This isn't just a fleeting philosophical question, it's a cry from the depths of your being, calling out for something you've lost without knowing when or how. Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll embark on a deep journey to understand this spiritual inertia that afflicts us, drawing inspiration from the wisdom of the great scholar Ibn Sina, who said, "If the soul does not find its true subject, it becomes like a bird trapped in a cage that it does not see, but feels." What you're feeling is not an illness, but a sign that your soul is trying to tell you something important. This feeling of emptiness, this sense of living in a gray fog, is actually a call from your depths to return to a genuine life. Think with me. When was the last time you truly felt alive? Not just breathing and moving, but that deep feeling that every cell in your body is connected to your soul, and that every breath you take is a conscious choice to exist. Perhaps it was in a moment of sincere love, or upon achieving a difficult goal, or even in a moment of intense pain that made you feel every detail of your existence. These moments aren't coincidences, they are echoes of your natural state that you lost in the hustle and bustle of life. In his book, The Canon of Medicine, Ibn Sina says, "The body is the vessel of the soul, and the soul is the essence of life. If the connection between them is severed, a person becomes like a shadow walking without essence." This is exactly what is happening to you now. The connection between your body and soul has been severed, between your movement and your intention, between your existence and your presence. You are living, but not alive. You are moving, but not dancing. You are speaking, but not singing. This disconnection did not happen overnight. It is the result of years of living on the surface, years of neglecting the inner voice that called out, but you didn't hear it, or you heard it and didn't respond. Remember how it began? The first time you said, "It's okay," when it wasn't. The first time you ignored your pain to please someone else. The first time you chose safety over truth, comfort over growth, silence over a cry. Every time you did that, you cut a fine thread that connected your heart and mind, your soul and body, until you became like a human machine performing tasks efficiently but without a soul. Now, you stand before the mirror and ask, where did that person go? Where's the person who used to dream, feel, and wonder? They are still there, my friend, hidden beneath layers of fear, habits, and expectations, like a jewel buried under the dirt, waiting for someone to clean it and restore its luster. But the question now is not why this happened, but how we reconnect. How do we awaken that sleeping soul? How do we bring life back into our lives? On a clear night in Baghdad, Ibn Sina sat contemplating the stars and wrote, "The soul has a map like the body, and it has illnesses like the body, and it has a cure like the body. But most people treat the body and let the soul die." This is the secret he discovered. Spiritual inertia has a clear map. Place your hand on your heart and listen to its beats. This is you. This is now. This is life. How long has it been since you last did that? How long since you sat with yourself without a phone, without a TV, without distraction, just you and your breath and your heart? Presence is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It is the bridge that connects your soul and body, your past and your future, who you were and who you want to be. But presence alone is not enough. After returning to your body, you must return to your emotions. This is the hardest part, because the emotions you avoided all this time are still there, waiting. Fear, sadness, anger, disappointment, loneliness, all piled up in a dark corner of your heart like unread letters. You are afraid to open them because you think they will destroy you. But Ibn Sina says something beautiful. Emotions are not your enemies, they are your messengers. Every emotion carries an important message. Read the message and do not kill the messenger. So how do you read these messages? How do you receive these emotions without drowning in them? Stop with me here. I know you're listening to these words, and part of you says, yes, that's me. That's exactly how I feel. And another part says, but how do I change? Where do I start? Listen to your heart now. Do you feel that faint pulse? That's not just blood flowing, it's your soul trying to awaken you. It is telling you, I'm still here. I'm not dead, I'm just waiting. Ibn Sina says in one of his most beautiful writings, "The soul is like fire under the ashes. It doesn't need to be invented, but to be breathed on." And this breath begins with one simple but revolutionary decision: to say enough to this sleeping life. To say no to numbness, no to surrender, no to the idea that this is all there is. I want you to do something with me now. I want you to place your hand on your heart and say out loud, I deserve to live. I deserve to feel. I deserve to be truly alive. Say it. Say it now. Don't be afraid of your voice. Don't be afraid of your power. And if you feel a tear fall, don't wipe it away. Let it fall. It is the first drop of rain after a long drought. It is your soul finally breathing. I know this path is not easy. I know that awakening sometimes hurts more than sleep. But know that you are not alone on this journey. If these words touch something in your heart, if you felt a small spark ignite, then press the like button. Share this video with those you love. Subscribe to the channel because we will continue this journey together, and write in the comments this phrase, "My soul is awakening again." Because words have power, and when you write them, they become reality. On a morning one day, Ibn Sina decided to live his entire day through his body. He savored his breakfast slowly, felt every sip of water, and was mindful of every step he took. At the end of the day, he wrote, "Today I discovered that I was living in a paradise and I didn't see it." Your body is not just a machine that carries your mind from one place to another. It is the temple of your soul, your first home, the home of your senses, emotions, and memories. But when was the last time you truly lived in it? Most of us live in our heads. We are so preoccupied with thoughts, plans, and anxiety that we forget we have a body. We eat without taste, walk without feeling, and touch without sensation. But reconnecting with your body is the beginning of reconnecting with life. It is the natural entry point into the world of feeling and presence. Start with your breath. Not the automatic breathing you do unconsciously, but conscious, deep, intentional breathing. Every morning, before you open your phone or think about the day's tasks, take 5 minutes to breathe. Feel the cold air enter your nose. Follow its journey to your lungs. Feel your chest rise and your abdomen expand. Then follow the air as it leaves, warm and carrying everything you don't need. After breathing, move on to your senses. Take time to taste your food, feel the texture, smell the scent, see the colors. Every sense is a door to life. And don't forget touch. The cold water on your face in the morning, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the softness of a fabric, the roughness of a wall. Your body is full of amazing sensors, but you have forgotten how to use them. The goal is not to become obsessed with your body, but to become an inhabitant of it. To feel at home, to feel safe, comfortable, and strong in this body that carries you. Ibn Sina used to tell his students, "Whoever fears his emotions is like one who fears his shadow." He will spend his life running and will never get anywhere, but most of us have learned to fear emotions. We were told as children, "Don't cry, big boys don't cry. Don't get angry, it's ugly. Don't be afraid, fear is weakness. Don't be sad, sadness is a waste of time." And so we learn to categorize emotions as good and bad, and to allow ourselves to feel only the good ones. The bad ones must be buried, hidden, ignored, or numbed. But emotions don't die when we bury them. They accumulate, ferment, and become a poison that runs through our body and soul. They become chronic anxiety, silent depression, repressed anger, and sadness disguised as fatigue. The solution is not in feeling everything at once that would destroy you. The solution is in learning gradually how to receive emotions, understand them, and release them. Start with simple emotions. Pause. When you feel upset about something, don't immediately say, "It's okay, I'll get over it." Stop. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what exactly am I feeling? Where do I feel it in my body? You may discover that the upset is actually fear in your stomach, or sadness in your chest, or anger in your shoulders. Give the emotion a name, a place, and recognition, then breathe with it. Don't try to change it, fix it, or remove it. Just be with it. Tell yourself, "I'm feeling fear right now, and that's normal. Fear is telling me something important." This simple process. Acknowledgement, breathing, acceptance is the beginning of your emotional healing. It's a way of rebuilding trust between you and yourself. In one of Ibn Sina's most famous stories, he tells of a rich man who came to him complaining of a loss of meaning. He had everything but felt nothing. Ibn Sina said to him, "You are looking for meaning in external things, but meaning is born from within. It is the fruit of the relationship between your soul and your actions. Meaning is not something you find, but something you create. It is not a buried treasure you dig for, but a fire you light with your own hands. And the only fuel for this fire is the alignment between what you believe and what you do, between your values and your choices, between your heart and your life." So the question is not, what is the meaning of life, but how do I create meaning in my life? This question leads us to three fundamental questions. First, what truly matters to me? Not what matters to my family, friends, or society, but what matters to me personally. What makes my heart? Destructive fear, on the other hand, is what warns you of imaginary or uncertain future dangers, such as the fear of people's opinions, the fear of failure, or the fear of change. This fear kills life within you. How do you free yourself from destructive fear? By confronting it gradually. Don't try to face all your fears at once. Start with the small ones. If you are afraid to express your opinion, start by expressing your opinion on simple topics. If you are afraid of change, start with small changes in your daily routine. Every time you face a fear and discover that it was an illusion, your self-confidence grows, and the power of fear over you diminishes until you reach the point that Ibn Sina reached, making peace with life and all the beauty, pain, and surprises it holds. In the last night of his life, Ibn Sina sat looking at the stars and wrote these final words. "Life has taught me that every ending is a beginning, and every death is a birth. Today I die with my body, but I am born every day with my soul." You are now in a moment of new birth, not a physical birth, but a spiritual birth, the birth of the person you have always been, but forgot under layers of fear, habits, and expectations. This birth is not instantaneous. It is a gradual process, like a seed that breaks through the earth and slowly grows toward the sun. You too will break the shell of inertia and grow slowly toward the light. Don't expect to change overnight. Don't expect to wake up tomorrow and feel fully alive. Real change needs time, patience, and gentleness with yourself. But know that every step you take toward presence, toward feeling, toward meaning, toward courage, is a step toward a true life. Every conscious breath you take, every emotion you acknowledge, every fear you face is a small victory for the soul over inertia. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Every person on this earth is fighting the same battle, searching for the same truth, yearning for the same life. When you leave your house tomorrow, look into people's eyes. You will see the same yearning, the same search, the same need for a true life. And perhaps, just by being truly alive, you will give others permission to be alive too. This is the greatest goal, not just to find life for yourself, but to become a beacon for others who are still searching, to become a witness that a true life is possible, that a person can be born again, that the soul can awaken from the longest sleep. So wake up, my friend. Wake up and live. We have journeyed together through the wisdom of Ibn Sina, who gave us a clear map for reawakening the spirit and reconnecting with our bodies. But there is a deeper layer to this feeling of spiritual disconnection that we must not ignore. Ibn Sina helped us understand the what and how of our inertia, but to grasp the why, the profound feeling that we are strangers in this world, we must turn to another great master. This sensation isn't a flaw, but as Rumi revealed, a form of sacred estrangement. It's our soul's yearning for its authentic home, a noble reminder of its divine origin. This beautiful truth, which we explored in our previous video, is the perfect complement to the practical steps we've discussed today. The two wisdoms, one guiding our path and the other defining our purpose, are meant to be understood together. To truly transform your spiritual anguish into a beacon for your journey home, we invite you to watch that video as a vital continuation of this very conversation.